from Lincoln, Nebraska, weighing 218 pounds.
Devin Thomas showed up on the scene here in MWA earlier this spring and has really put the MWA locker room on notice. He's high-flying, quick on his feet, with a slew of aerial maneuvers. And most of all, this young man is hungry, and I think ready to prove himself to the fans in Fall City here tonight.
Introducing his opponent from Omaha, Nebraska, weighing 246 pounds. Please welcome Brian Blade.
There you see him, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most decorated MWA heavyweight champions of all time, Brian Blade. This man has been a tag team champion, the heavyweight champion. He's wrestled some of the biggest names across the Midwest, but tonight, he steps into the ring with the young rookie from Lincoln, Devin Thomas. We are live here tonight in Fall City, Nebraska, as we get set for what should be a rather high-paced, hard-hitting matchup. A definite treat for the MWA fans this Veterans Day weekend. Referee Scott Mowry definitely going to have his hands full here with these two men. It is student versus teacher in our first of three main events here tonight. Commissioner James Jeffries signing this matchup for Fall City, and it looks like, yes, there is the bell, and this match is underway. Brian Blade, Devin Thomas in the center of the ring, and here we go. There's the lockup in the center of the ring. Brian Blade starting off here with a headlock on Devin Thomas. Referee Scott Mowry checking on Thomas as you see Devin Thomas with shots to the midsection of Blade, trying to fight out of this headlock. Off the ropes goes Blade. Shoulder tackle, knocking down Devin Thomas. Blade off the ropes again. Devin Thomas doesn't have a clue where he's at here. Still trying to shake off the cobwebs of that shoulder tackle. And there's Blade with a big clothesline for good measures to Devin Thomas. This young man from Lincoln, Nebraska, with one heck of an opportunity here tonight to possibly knock off the former MWA heavyweight champion. You have to ask yourself, would that put Devin Thomas in a possible future title hunt here in MWA? Devin Thomas arguing with referee Scott Mowry now, totally avoiding the confrontation with Brian Blade in the middle of the ring. And there you see Blade bringing Devin Thomas in the hard way. And another thunderous clothesline to Devin Thomas, knocking him to the floor yet again. The MWA fans firmly behind Brian Blade here tonight in Fall City. And what are we about to see from Brian Blade? We don't normally see Blade on the top rope. What does he have in mind here for Devin Thomas? And he sinks another clothesline right into the chest of Devin Thomas. The fans are jacked here tonight in Fall City as this match is starting to get physical. Devin Thomas scratching, just clawing his way back to his feet here as Brian Blade stalks his prey. Devin Thomas trying to get back to his feet. What does Blade have in store for him? And Blade runs his shoulder right into the ring post. This could be the opportunity that Devin Thomas was looking for. There you see Devin Thomas going to work on that injured shoulder of Blade, picking apart his competitor. Devin Thomas needs to pick his spot here. Devin Thomas arguing with the referee breaking the count. There you see Devin Thomas rolling into the ring to break that 10 count as he goes back to work on the injured shoulder of Brian Blade. We talked earlier of Devin Thomas being a high-flying aerial competitor. Brian Blade, however, he's a ground competitor. He's a hard-hitting, in-your-face athlete, and he's no stranger to a main event atmosphere. He's a veteran of the game, and he knows what it takes to win championships and go on to the main event. Devin Thomas still wrenching that injured shoulder of Brian Blade. As Brian Blade tries to fight back to his feet, Devin Thomas just goes to work on that injured shoulder. Look at the way he wrenches and just contorts that elbow. If you're just joining us, the MWA Tag Team Championships changed hands earlier here tonight. The All-Americans, the new MWA Tag Team Champions. Also tonight in our main event, the MWA Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. Alex the Great defends against Flex in our main event. Devin Thomas still going to work here on that elbow of Brian Blade. Blade into the corner. Beautiful drop kick to the back of the head of Brian Blade by Devin Thomas. And there you see a little showboating going on. Devin Thomas looks like he's going for a cover now. Blade kicks out at 2. We are seeing some textbook wrestling here tonight by Devin Thomas. It almost appears as if Devin Thomas was looking for a submission hold, but Brian Blade slowly getting back to his feet, fighting back here. Brian Blade into the corner. Devin Thomas driving those shoulders, driving the air out of the lungs of Brian Blade. Devin Thomas. Brian Blade capitalizing with an Irish whip to Devin Thomas, followed by a half-powered clothesline. You can tell that shoulder is still bothering Blade here during this match. As Brian Blade fights back, shots to the temple of Devin Thomas. Brian Blade with another Irish whip to Devin Thomas. But you can tell that that injured shoulder is just too much to ignore. Blade has Thomas in the corner. Thomas off the ropes. Blade center of the ring. Big shot to the midsection of Blade as Devin Thomas with a textbook leg drop on the former MWA Heavyweight Champ. Will this be enough? No! Blade kicks out at 2. Thomas has to be asking himself, what do I have to do to put away Brian Blade this night right here in Fall City? Irish whip takes Thomas into the corner again. Devin Thomas with a big boot to the face of Brian Blade. What are we about to see here as Devin Thomas prepares himself, and a flying clothesline off the top rope goes Devin Thomas. Beautiful aerial maneuver into a cover. Will this be enough? No! Again, Brian Blade kicks out at 2. Devin Thomas has no other choice but to go back to work on that shoulder, that injured shoulder of Brian Blade. Devin Thomas appears to be looking for a submission maneuver. Will this be enough to make Blade tap out here in Fall City? Scott Mowry checking with Blade. Blade says no, he's good to go. He wants to continue this matchup. Devin Thomas applying pressure to that elbow, and there you see Blade rolling through. Shots right between the eyes to Thomas, and that is enough to break that hold. Blade still holding that injured arm. Will he have enough to put Thomas away here? Schoolboy by Blade into a cover. 1, 2. Will this be enough? No! Thomas kicks out at 2. How much do these two men have left in their tanks? And a scoop slam by Blade to Thomas. Brian Blade off the ropes, looking for the elbow, but misses. Devin Thomas avoiding the elbow drop. Once again sees an opportunity to capitalize on Blade. Have you ever seen a competitor so hungry, so driven for a pinfall as Devin Thomas is here tonight? There you see Thomas working that elbow mercilessly again. Thomas can just smell the victory at this point. It is just a matter of time. Brian Blade needs to get back on his feet. He needs to land some of those powerful blows that he is known for. Off the ropes goes Blade. Devin Thomas with a hard knockdown to Blade. There you see Blade holding his head into a cover. Will this be enough? No! Blade kicks out again at 2. The frustration has to be building at this point for Devin Thomas. 3 near-fall victories tonight and still not enough to put away Brian Blade. As Blade catches his breath in the corner, Devin Thomas! Blade skinning the cat in the corner! This looks like the Brian Blade comeback of the year! Beautiful flying neck breaker! And just like that, Brian Blade is back in the match! Both men down, center of the ring. Will it be Brian Blade who walks out with his hand held high? Or will it be the young rookie from Lincoln looking to make an impact? These two men both on the mat as referee Scott Mowry begins the count. Both men have to the count of 10 to get to their feet. Brian Blade, Devin Thomas back to their feet now in the center of the ring. Both men with rights and lefts right between the eyes of their opponent. Brian Blade takes control of this matchup here now. Off the ropes goes Devin Thomas, and a big boot right to the face of Devin Thomas. Brian Blade is firmly in control of the young rookie from Lincoln. Off the ropes goes Thomas again. Backbreaker by Blade. Into the cover. Will this be enough? No! Thomas gets a shoulder up at 2. These two men have pushed their bodies to the limit here tonight in Fall City. As Brian Blade, with a textbook snap suplex to Devin Thomas. Can Brian Blade roll into a cover here? It doesn't look like it. It looks like, again, that injured shoulder is just too much for Blade to handle. Off the ropes goes Thomas. DDT to Brian Blade. Devin Thomas needs to capitalize. He needs to pin Blade right here. Brian Blade is a veteran. You cannot waste time with a man like Blade. You see the opportunity, you need to capitalize. Thomas going off the top rope into a frog splash on Blade. This has to be enough. And again, Blade kicks out at 2. Devin Thomas getting frustrated here, arguing with referee Scott Mowry. Devin Thomas thought he had the match won there. You can see the frustration pouring out of the eyes of young Thomas as it looks like he's going to put Blade away. Blade off the ropes, but counters! Will it be? Yes! Cutting edge by Brian Blade! This has to be enough! 1, 2, and Brian Blade picks up the victory!
Here's your winner, Brian Blade!
These two men put themselves through hell, but only one man can walk away with his hand held high. There's Blade holding that shoulder. A hard-fought victory here for Brian Blade in Fall City, Nebraska. You can't take anything away from young Devin Thomas. He came to the dance here tonight in Fall City, and he pushed that man to the edge. That man right there, Brian Blade, the multi-time MWA Heavyweight Champion, can now add another name to his list, that being Devin Thomas. Thank you for joining us for MWA Pro Wrestling. I'm Troy Hobza, and good night.